Well, hey guys, welcome back out here to the shop again. Yeah, that's my new mug, and I realized I cheated you guys out of the mug that my niece Ivy sent me. So here you go. Yeah, nope, that's not what I think about you guys. I think you guys are fantastic, but that's probably more meant for my day job. So, all right, we got another project we're gonna work on, um, and I'm gonna need you guys' help on this one. You grab it. I'll set it up here. We'll see what we got. Well, there it is. Pretty neat little engine. DK Machine Products from Los Angeles, California. Can't find much information out about these, but what I did find, well, I'll put it in here. So, what we can tell from that ad was this was made right after World War II, and I've not seen any of them that's a donkey engine. And when I say it's a donkey engine, it's well, for logging, it's a winch. And you can see I'm rolling it over. This winch drum is stationary. We pull this in, there. Now our winch works. So, fairly simple engine. It's an oscillating cylinder. It is double acting with forward and reverse, which is really kind of impressive in my opinion. And if you guys can see it, see if I can get it this way. This pin is closer than that pin. So you can have high speed or more torque. So a really pretty impressively engineered piece of equipment. Our whistle valve is, yeah, it's stuck. We're missing the control valve for the top. And, well, let me get you guys situated a little bit better. I'll get you guys drug in. We're going to take this compression joint out. I'll show you guys what I need your help for. So let me get you moved. Okay, well, I've got our compression fitting off up here at the top. And if you guys noticed or not, this is an electric powered boiler. Got our nut off the bottom down here. And we're going to take the boiler off. Set him off to the side. Let's see if I can get this out of here. You guys see anything wrong here? There is absolutely no heating element. So we need to make a heating element if we're going to run this engine on steam with the factory boiler. I need your guys' help and suggestions and tips. We can make one. We've got all the parts, but that's gone. It's not going to stop us from running this engine. We can run it on air, but I will need your guys' help. So please, please, please leave me a comment on how to make a heating element. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We've got copper tubing. We've got another compression fitting. And we have a little tube bender. Let me get something bent up that we can run, air pressure to it. We can see what this engine runs like. I'll get you guys pulled back out and well, if nothing else, we'll run this tonight. At least try to run it. All right. Okay. Well, for ease of viewing, I did leave that boiler off. And yeah, it's got some bends in it. But I think that we'll be able to get that to fit right there. So we can hook up our air line to that. We can run it. Let's get our B-nut set on there. Oh, and I will pick up the ferrule fitting from down here on the floor. We'll get him slid right over the top of that. I thought. Yeah. We'll set it in here. I'll snug that down. And, yep, the Tijuana socket set. We'll get it tightened up. Well, looks like I gotta tweak this a little bit, but there, that'll work just fine. Get it tightened up. All right. Well, now we can hook up an air line to this. And, all right. Let me get the little compressor hooked up and try to run this. You guys see it in a second. Okay, got our air line hooked up down here. I'm going to turn this. And, I don't know what, there, how's that? Just want to sit a little bit closer. I'll get you pulled in. Okay, well there, you're a little bit closer. So this is going to be our reverser, forward and reverse. And it does appear to be a double acting cylinder. And it is gear driven to the hub here. Doesn't engage until we push this in. We find the slot, and then our winch drum will operate. Kind of a, I like it. I don't know why, but I've always had something for a winch, you know, where an engine can work. It is dirty. We haven't cleaned it. This is all original paint. But, all right. You guys wanted to see it run. Let me fire this little itty bitty noisy compressor up. Hopefully it doesn't drown me out too bad, but we'll fire it up and, well, I suppose we ought to oil it first. So there you go. Straight 30 oil. I'm going to put it on all the moving parts. I guess you guys don't need to see me oil this, but yeah. Push the cylinder away from the block. Oh, sounds good. Oil these mains up a little bit in here. We're spitting oil everywhere. All right. Well, we've got plenty of oil on it now. Fire this little compressor up and we'll see what we've got. Ready? Took right off. Here you guys can see what we're doing. Runs very good that direction. Not so much forward. It will run, but I doubt that it has any power at all. We do have a running model we're not leaking at our compression fitting up here. Right up here. But yes, that direction it runs beautifully. Turn this and see, our winch drum isn't moving. Now the winch drum moves. This appears to be snapped off. We're going to have to make a new one of these with a lever on it. And so we're going to have to also find out why this direction here doesn't seem like it wants to operate. At least operate, if you know, as efficiently as it does this direction. So, oh, it does run, guys. I mean, it's I like this little guy. Seems like it runs pretty well. And I did check, and it is 6 turns of the crank to 1 turn of, well, our hub here. So this will be, at least to me, I don't know if you guys will like it or not, but to me, I like this. It's exciting. It's something that, it's the only one of these that I've got. And it's the only one that I've ever seen. So, yeah. Well, nothing else. We have a running engine with a winch on it. It doesn't operate properly. We'll get it there. I can feel the exhaust. Right here's the exhaust port. And it will run the opposite direction, but it doesn't want to operate properly. If we hold this down, I think it's more like a dead man, because if we got it to seal up, you'd be able to stop it and change direction. So that's something we're going to have to take apart. We'll look at it. I need your guys' help when it comes to fabricating or making a heating element for the bottom of our boiler. And when it speaks about boiler, here, let me shut this compressor off. We'll get it back up here and we'll take a look at it. Fairly simple boiler. It's just a, heated from the bottom, and no safety valve on it, but it is an oscillating cylinder engine. Pressure gets too high, it can almost blow it away. So that's possible. That's why it doesn't have a safety valve on it. Not 100% sure. But our whistle here, this whistle valve doesn't want to return. It moves if you sit here and monkey with it, but to open that whistle valve, it's going to stick open. When it comes to our throttle control here, it's loose on the boiler, so we need to get it off if we can. You guys will be able to see down in there, but this is a false exhaust unless that's where the safety valve is. You guys can look down in there and see. Probably not, but there is a hole in the center of it. The safety valve may be in the center of here. I don't know. We'll have to dig into it and see. Yeah, I would assume that our safety valve is inside of here. So it does have a safety valve. When it comes to our whistle, it's stuck. Put a little coil on it. See if we can get it freed up. And I can imagine this here, the way this looks, it would have, like a fan chain, like a ball chain. It was just stuck that way. I mean, that little bit of coil in that short amount of time, yeah, it's working just fine. So you could have this ball chain running to, well, the end point of views on a real one, that they could yank that chain and say, okay, take it to you. And yeah, this is guys, I like this little engine. It's not done by a long sight, but we're getting there. So we know that it runs. You guys know that I need help to come up with a way to make, an electric heating element for the bottom of it. So if you guys have a good suggestion, great idea, I'd love to hear from you. So, all right, kind of a short video, guys. This is going to be the next project. So, right on. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed, right here by the goat. Click by the safety goat. Subscribe, and I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon.